feel violated right now.
It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, telling me they love me and, just turn their back on you in a second.
As the Diddy federal trial erupts in New York, a shocking courtroom revelation has placed Usher and Justin Bieber squarely in the center of the fire, and what's emerging isn't just rumors. It's video footage, secret recordings, and accusations that go much deeper than anyone anticipated. I'm referring to alleged off footage. Champagne bottles laced a 15-year-old Justin Bieber was handed over to Diddy by Usher, and now new reports say Usher has finally testified about what really went down behind the scenes, and it involves disturbing footage with Bieber that prosecutors are now investigating, and if what folks are saying is even halfway true. We're looking at one of the most sinister cover-ups in Hollywood history. But here's the real kicker: Justin might have been used as bait. Usher might have known more than he ever let on. And now that the footage has allegedly been submitted to court, there's no turning back before we even get to Justin. Y'all need to understand how deep Diddy's grip really went. See, this doesn't start with Bieber. It starts with Usher at just 13 years old. Usher was sent to live with Sean Diddy Combs for a year at his infamous flavor camp. Sounds innocent, right? Except, according to multiple insiders, including Diddy's own former bodyguards, Flavor Camp was more like a training ground for control and
with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp?
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called.
according to an old interview, that's what it was called, and it wasn't just music. Usher acknowledged that while he was a child, one of Diddy's former bodyguards introduced him to wild adult activities. According to reports, Gene Deal said that Usher had to be admitted to the hospital because of an incident that resulted in him bleeding from his buttocks.
Sent this little kid to the hospital. How you send him to the hospital? Man, bleeding from the butt.
What is even more unexpected? During an interview with Kevin Hart, Diddy made a small slip-up when he abruptly said, "We used to fight over the Frosted Flakes." Such as, was that just cereal or some weird code for something else? When Kevin Hart said, "We used to wrestle over frozen flakes while we were live," he was going crazy.
We used to wake up and, pause, but like that's how, back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes, you know what I'm saying, before pause was invented.
And now, since Usher would be the one adding another young boy to Diddy's inner circle years later, some are wondering if he was Diddy's child or something worse. When Justin Bieber first gained popularity in 2009, he was only 15 years old, full of talent and barely old enough to drive. Usher took over as his mentor at that point, but their relationship soon took a different turn. In an old video from 2010, Diddy is seen telling a young Justin Bieber that he has been granted custody of him, and for the next 48 hours, they go completely crazy. He even refers to it as a 15-year-old's dream, as if it were all fun and games.
We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I have been given custody of him, guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So, and we gonna go full crazy.
Going crazy.
And who do supporters believe was involved in setting this up? Yes, according to Jaguar, Usher Wright. Before Usher gave the go-ahead, Diddy had been attempting to get his claws into Bieber, but was unsuccessful.
Justin Bieber there. Diddy had been trying to get to Bieber for a minute, and his management was backing him off. But it wasn't until Usher took over management and had Gardy.
And after the door was opened, the parties started. Let's now discuss what actually transpired at these said parties. Diddy's notorious freak-off private parties, which were allegedly packed with underage boys drinking champagne and equipped with roofies and hidden cameras everywhere, are described in sources, including Cassie's lawsuit and fan videos. One of the videos shows Diddy giving Justin a bottle of champagne on his birthday as women yell,
"Happy birthday, Justin!
Welcome to the family, Justin!
It gets darker, but at the age of 15, that isn't mentorship. That's craziness. A video purportedly showing Bieber at a dodgy party looking glassy-eyed and unsteady-eyed with dudes is making the rounds online. Here's your icon alert. It's called He's.
Oh, he's back.
Signing the bad boy.
Here's your icon alert. It's called He's Bad Boy now. Bad Boy.
Some even assert that he was captured on camera in unsettling scenarios, such as a video purportedly showing him with Odell Beckham Jr. without.
Video with Trey Songz and Odell Beckham Jr. looks highly suspicious. I can show you a still from that video because I think the relevant part is Justin Bieber is not sober.
Let that sit for a moment. After this tweet was posted, there were speculations that the Bieber records had been sold to customers for millions of dollars years prior. Now, for the bit that will blow your mind, someone really attempted to raise awareness about what occurs at these gatherings, but no one listened. Cat Williams tried to speak up, but they silenced him. He cautioned that the truth would finally catch up with everyone.
Deviance is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all.
And it did, in fact, begin to catch up piece by piece years later. Although Bieber appeared to have moved on, the past continued to resurface. A video of Diddy confronting Justin in a studio just surfaced. It asks, "Why haven't you been hanging? Out with me? You don't call or text me." I don't have your number, Bieber, who is obviously uncomfortable stammering.
You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But you never really got my number, so.
Right. Okay.
My phone number, the energy was off. He looked cornered. Fans said it looked like Diddy was more than just hurt. He was checking in on something. Damn, this is heartbreaking. Looking at it in hindsight, everything screams pet off this video, this moment. Sparked a wildfire online. What's even sadder about all this? What Justin went through was right there, broadcast on TV for everyone to see. But no one really paid attention, no one said anything, no one did anything, but Justin tried, he really did, and that moment right there says, it all was Bieber trying to escape, and did Diddy still try to reel him back in? Fast forward to today. Usher has allegedly testified in Diddy's federal case, and according to insiders, he revealed the existence of disturbing footage taken during one of these parties involving Bieber. The footage reportedly recovered by investigators from a storage server allegedly shows Justin Bieber in a vulnerable state, possibly during a private party hosted by Diddy. The Courtroom, according to one journalist, went dead silent when the contents were described. Now here's where it gets real. Usher is said to have recognized the footage and acknowledged that he was present that night, but he never said a word until now. Now, let's talk about the big picture. If Usher truly knew what Diddy was doing, why didn't he say anything? Not when Cassie sued, not even when Jaguar Wright revealed everything, but now that federal pressure is breathing down everyone's neck. Does Usher finally speak? This isn't just a betrayal, it's a pattern. Recall that Usher allegedly saw Diddy physically assaulting Cassie and said nothing, even when tapes began to leak. Some claim he was simply a product of the same machine, silenced and controlled, while others claim that Usher knew he was giving Bieber over to the devil. I hope he goes down in flames with Diddy, says a fan comment. Now, here's something that went unnoticed in a 2014 episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Khloe Kardashian makes a shocking admission when she casually says that she had flown out for what she called a naked party. Apparently, many people there weren't wearing much, and Diddy, Quincy, and even Justin Bieber showed up. Why didn't anyone question back then? There were a lot of naked adults at the party, and Justin was a teenager with Diddy present. What else happened at those parties that we were never supposed to know? In retrospect, Justin might have been yelling for assistance the entire time, but we didn't hear it. Take his song, he claims lonely. Everyone saw me ill, but nobody gave a damn.
It feels like all the nuts have changed.
it'll all go down. It's killing me now. 'Cause I've had everything, but no one's listening.
It turns out that there was another track that featured Justin singing about how he lost himself at Diddy's party and how he went on about chasing a new Ferrari, but ended up losing way more than that. Some fans think this was a coded cry, that he was humiliated and stripped of his childhood, and that all people saw was a kid acting out.
Lost myself at a Diddy party. Didn't know that's how it goes. I was in it for a new Ferrari, but it cost me way more than my soul. Wasn't my fault, I want you to see.
He's hectic, and here's the true twist. Justin recently released a spooky surveillance-type video that seems disturbingly similar to the footage style, with only him peering into a camera as if he's trapped, and no caption or background. Cassie explained Theckoffs. Some believe he's making fun of it, while others believe he's revealing it. And one tweet reads, "I hope Justin Bieber testifies. He was a victim." Now that Bieber is at last speaking the truth, we must discuss Patty Mallet. Justin's mother's fans are turning on her hard because if the rumors are true, she knew exactly what Usher and Diddy were doing to her son, and she let it happen. She trafficked her son. She belongs in prison for life if she did. Where was Justin's mom? People are now accusing her of selling her son, signing contracts, allowing private trips, and ignoring the warning signs. Others are saying that she pimped her son. Why would a mother let her 15-year-old be mentored by two men with known party reputations? That's the question people are finally asking, and the answers are devastating. Many believe they exploited the tension between Justin's parents. After all, he was discovered on YouTube, wasn't he? Now, if you stop and think about it, have you ever seen a photo of Justin's parents together with Usher, his label, and Diddy, all smiling like one big supportive group who agreed to sign him? Not at all. To those people, he was simply a kid without supervision, so when they got guardianship over him, that's when they saw their chance to exploit him. Recently, footage came out of Christian and Justin Combs. Diddy's sons being interviewed after their sister's graduation. Christian smiles.
King, how are you, man? Good to see you, man. Who's graduating today?
Chance.
Oh, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Hey, King, quick question. How's your father going so far?
How's he holding up right now, man?
However, Justin Combs looks like a man carrying guilt and says nothing when the reporter turns to face him.
Dad going so far, man? He's okay?
I don't think Baby's on him.
Here's the last twist. Fans are now conjecturing that Justin Combs may be the one with the truth about what transpired at those parties and that Diddy's sons are working with the federal government. Fans aren't buying it because a few days after Justin Bieber's official denial that he was ever abused by Diddy, he released a video, this time in complete silence, of him watching himself from a distance on an old TV with the caption, "Some things stay with you forever." Bieber claims their relationship was superficial and that he only interacted with Diddy's sons, not the man himself. What does that mean? No one knows for sure, but one thing is certain: he's still haunted. As a result, the truth is coming to light, and Usher's relationship with Diddy may be deeper than we initially believed. With cough footage purportedly submitted to court, this is no longer just a rumor. It's a criminal conspiracy that could rock the entire entertainment industry. If Justin is truly trying to get his act together, we should pay attention. If Usher is speaking at last, it might be too late, but if the courts actually have footage of a teen pop star being passed around elite parties, then this isn't about Diddy. It's about an entire system. Trust me, if more witnesses come forward and more tapes leak, could reveal the darkest secrets in Hollywood. If you find this video, please hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss what comes next.